Hey everybody, it is Billy at BTUFF. Today we are back with Ronda, by popular demand, one of our more popular people on BTUFF. Every time we put your video, especially on the YouTube, you get you have a fan base over there. And a lot of people want to come over here and have you do their hats. And there's a lot of questions that people always have with hats. And they're asking about it with you. And so you've definitely become a really cool asset to BTUFF. So we've got something really cool today. You actually had someone contact you, right?
Yes.
Are they from here?
No, they're from out of state.
Okay.
And he wanted a couple of hats to see what I had and had the sizes, and I did. And he said, okay, is it okay if I text you the picture of what I want? And I said, sure. I go, pictures are better. And so he sent me a picture of Merle Haggard for the silver belly.
Okay.
And for the black hat he wants for a friend of his is Waylon Jennings.
Oh, neat.
So I said, okay, yeah, I'll do them.
Very cool. Did they see your stuff? Where did they find out about you?
They've been watching the
videos. Yeah, so they're really, the people don't understand that your videos have reached like across the country. You've become one of the most highly watched hat shapers in the country through BTUFF. It's really neat. And so, cool. Yeah. And so let's get into it. We're going to start with the Rodeo King here, right?
Yes.
And this is now, Merle Haggard had a few different styles through his career, right? Yes. I mean, he actually had kind of a short brim hat, right? Later. Real short brim hat later in his career, like those last days. And some pretty tall stuff in his early stuff, right? And then, so what era do you think this would be?
This is going to be his when he started wearing really tall crowns and a little tiny brim. Okay. So that's what we're going to do. Okay, very cool. Now this is is this beaver right here? What is this? This is felt and beaver blend.
Okay.
Okay, it's a 7X and it's a Rodeo King.
Rodeo King.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Is that the popular? Is that the kind of trending, or is that just the standard, gold standard of cowboy hats? Maybe.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Yeah, everybody likes the open crown, which, you know, and we have them.
Yeah. Now this one comes a little bit of it already has a little bit of a bend in it, right? They come from the factory like that?
Yeah, they come from the factory just like this. Yep.
Do some people wear them just like that? I mean, is there anybody that wears them?
Oh, yeah. It's gotten really popular to have the old Gus look, you know, just open.
Yeah.
And
the girls are wearing them flat. Right? I mean, straight flat now. It's trending right now, because I forgot what the country singer is that wears them like that, and a lot of girls start wearing them like that.
Yeah, a lot of the girls, the barrel racers like to wear this. It's called Cohan Luke. Okay. And they tuck their ears up in there, and they put it way down on their head. They look so cute in them. it's adorable. But, okay, you want to get started?
Yeah, I can't wait.
Okay, so now we're going to cut this. This is a 4 7/8 brim. We're going to cut it down to a 2 1/2.
Do they come all that size? I mean, can you even get them bigger, or is that as big as they get?
You can. Pretty much a 5" is pretty much what Rodeo King does. Okay. So you can, I guess, you know. But we never have that many requests for anything bigger than a 5". So these are my cutters, and I'm going to start out with a 1/2 inch. And we're going to cut this brim down.
Yeah. You ever get nervous cutting them? Or not?
Sometimes I do, because sometimes it'll slip off and I'm like, oh no, but I trim it by hand and then I, shave it down and stuff. And
okay, I'm going to watch you do it here, no pressure.
Okay. All right, so here we go. That right there, cut it. So here goes a 1/2 inch. And being that I don't have the gentleman here that wants this hat to see where the center point is, I'm going to have to put it on my head and put a toothpick right there.
And you get a free ring out of it.
See?
Yeah. There you go. You want a ring?
There's one. We're at around 4 1/2 right now. Here's another 1/2 inch. There's another one. And we're at 4 inches. So I'm going to take it down to probably a 3.
Wow,
so 2 more.
That much. Yeah, that's crazy. He's
got little tiny brims.
That's crazy just watching that hat go down like that.
I
okay.
know,
it
is.
Yeah.
It is. But I really studied his...
How did you get the dimensions? Do you have it on file?
I have it on file.
Because he did a lot of hats here, right?
Merle Haggard did a few of his hats. Yeah, Big Al did, I think, a couple of them for him. Yeah. And we don't have any of those on here on file, but I'm sure somebody does. Yeah. But
God, can you imagine having one of his hats? How much? Oh my God, that'd be so outstanding. One's in a museum.
He had I saw straw and this color felt in a lot of his videos and concerts. And he wore this little wool one, had a little tiny brim and real tall. It looked like it was wool, some kind of a winter hat, you know, and he had it because he had on a heavy jacket. But, yeah, he was, Hank Williams Jr. wore his hats real tall and with the, you know, small brim.
A lot of curve in the sides, right?
Yeah. So let's take a quarter. Well, let's take another half.
Okay.
Is that still a little?
And the total's supposed to be what?
About 2.5.
2.5.
I'm going to say 3.
I wonder how he got onto that cowboy hat style. I mean, you know what? No one else has that. You know what I mean?
I know, because Hank Williams Jr., all the older cowboy.
Oh yeah. They weren't full. I mean, it was full. Like they would never like trim their brim.
Yeah,
right?
They all had these little brims, and it was pretty cool. So we're going to take another half. One more, and then I think I'm going to stop.
Yeah.
So it looks to be about right. And the smaller you take your brim down, the taller this crown's going to look.
Oh, yeah.
By far. Because they look to be
It almost look like a hybrid, to my opinion, between a cowboy hat and what Frank Sinatra used to wear. I know it sounds crazy, but they used to, you know, those hats that Frank Sinatra used to wear, where they're short brimmed all the way around.
Yes,
yes.
Yeah. Fedoras and
fedora, right, exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
It was almost like a fedora, exactly.
Like a fedora, but cowboy style.
Yeah, cowboy style. So there it is.
So there it is.
Wow. Let's take a look at that from the top side. Let's just so people can get an understanding. I mean, you took a lot off that deal. 4 rings worth.
Yeah. 4 rings.
Okay.
Okay, so what we're going to do, I'm going to have to put this on my head and do the center, because I got to have a center. I hope he has a straight head like mine. Okay, so it's going to be a little big on me. So I say about right there.
So you just put a toothpick right on your hat, right there.
Right there.
Okay. Line it up with your nose and...
Center, yeah.
Okay.
Right down the middle of my nose.
Okay.
Okay, so now we're going to steam her up. And we're going to start with the crown always.
Now, do you put a lot of heat on these?
Not a lot, but enough to make it soft where I can, you know,
move it around. And how long can you move it around after you steam it? How much time?
Not a whole, it'll show you in the video.
Okay. I guess I said just be quiet and watch.
I don't know how else to explain it, but just show you in the video. And you can kind of feel it, you know, stiffening it out after you know, start your shake. So, still a little bit more, it's still kind of hard. So I always press around if it's still real hard then. Because if it's still real hard and you go to press down on it, it'll break the blend, the fur blend and the felt, yeah. It'll break it down and then that's not good. So you want to warm it up pretty good, but not overheat it. Okay, so real soft. So his was about like this. And then he went out a little bit, like so. Then on the sides, his was like way up here, like, and of course I always look in the mirror, make sure I got everything. Okay, now we're gonna take that out because I got my middle point. I better try it on. Yep, right down the middle of my face.
Yep, it's pretty centered to me.
All right, so now we're gonna do the design. The hat that the gentleman showed me how he wanted it, almost like this one. Kind of, sort of, but not, you know, it's just an older style shape. I'm going to do it like the last video I saw of Merle Haggard. So right here on the side, put a little tiny like that.
Yeah.
And I hold it for just a second. See?
Okay.
And I'll do this side. Hold it for a second.
Crease will hold indefinitely. usually?
Yeah. Once it starts cooling off, it'll
stay that way forever. Yep.
Makes it hard.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's going to be the top.
Yeah, it looks like Merle's hat for sure.
Yeah. And now let's start on the brim.
Okay, let's do it.
I'll start on this side. You always want to have your heat hit this down here because see how it goes up and over? You don't ever want to just lay the edge on the where you're heating it. And his was like this. Just a little lift, like so. That's one side. He didn't really have a square or nothing. He just had it like, maybe like that. And when we get the other side, it'll look more like what he likes. It's so easy doing a tiny brim like this.
Yeah.
Okay, fold it up.
Especially that material looks really workable.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like compared like a straw, it can be a little tricky sometimes, right?
Oh, a straw can be really tricky. Yeah. Straws are always harder.
Yeah.
Because once you put that crease in there, it's there. So we're just going to kind of do this a little bit.
I just saw something cool. You guys actually have your branding on the inside of that brim. So there's Emporium Western Store.
Yes.
That's pretty cool. I mean, you know what I mean? That you guys,
Yes.
you know, I mean, it's a historical place. So like people can get a hat that has a historical brand to it.
Yep.
That's pretty neat.
Okay, we're going to go up a little bit. Well, go out a little bit right here. Let me go up a little bit right here.
Okay. How long does it take you to like, can you just see a picture and immediately go do it? Or do you have to really look at the hat? Like, how do you?
I look at it and just go do it.
So, okay, you've done enough.
I would have to glance at it a couple times, but
right.
I'm not, you know. Okay. Okay, that looks like a hat that Merle Haggard would wear.
Looks cool. There you go. Could be loading here tonight.
Yep. This is a Merle Haggard hat.
There you go.
There it is.
You did it, man. You really did it. I shouldn't call you man. People get mad when I say the word man around you. I don't know if you've noticed that. People go, she's not a man. Okay.
Oh, I know. Yeah,
I know. I shouldn't say that, but you did a great job, of course, as always. Let's take a look at this thing. Now, sometimes I know, like the edges right here. Do you ever get into softening them, or they usually?
So what I do with that? Thank you for reminding me.
Okay.
I have a real soft.
I thought I've seen you do this before. That's why I was asking.
Real soft. I don't know what grade
pad,
it is,
right?
So I just fill it. You go around the edges just straight like this, just so it doesn't look like it's freshly cut.
Right.
You could do it before or after. See the little.
You just bevel the
fuzzies?
edge up a little bit.
You can see the fuzzies real close.
Yeah.
The little fur coming up, and to make it look like it's not so freshly cut. Thanks for reminding me, Billy. I forgot all about that part.
I just thought I've seen you do it before, you know, and I was all like, I think I've seen you do that
It's
before.
been a while since we've done a video, so. Okay.
Someone can actually probably, like, if someone has a hat, too, that they've had for a while, if they want to kind of renew the edge, they can probably use something like that, too, right? A little bit?
Yes.
And then as far as cleaning, like this hat right here, I was going to say, it can get pretty dirty, right? I mean, not easy. Yeah. So I was going to ask you, like, how do you renew something like this?
I use the sponges that we sell, and you just lightly
scuff it
like that. Everybody likes to use either a brush, like these, these brushes, or this. But I always use these. It's a habit, and
a hat like this going to get sweat stained pretty good.
Yeah.
They do.
Oh yeah. So you got to be careful.
Yeah. When
you wear it, if you feel like you're going to start sweating, I'd take it off, because you cannot get those out.
You cannot get them out.
Yeah, it's hard. And I do have
but it's lined a little bit on the inside though, right? Yeah, it's got a little bit of a lining, so it's not.
My dad always put a piece of between here. He always put some cellophane in there. Oh, really? So the sweat won't go all the way through.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah. So there we go.
You did it. There it is. Another one in the books. All right, so we'll do two separate videos because it's a pretty long video. Here's a 14 minutes. So we'll do another one. That's coming up, and that one's going to be Waylon Jennings.
Yes.
All right, looking forward to that.
Woohoo.